Anna, how does it feel, to have started off writing One Direction fan fiction, then have it turn into a novel, and now a movie? I mean, what's the journey been like so far?
It's been crazy. I refer to it as a fun tornado. It's been so fast that I haven't really been able to kind of sit back and actually think of what it's been like from start to finish. It's been like 6 years, and I have 10 books and now a movie. So each phase kind of gets more just exciting and bigger on another level. So it's just been life-changing.
The fact that it had over 1 billion views on
Yeah,
Wattpad.
it's crazy.
Is it Wattpad?
Wattpad.
Wattpad. Yeah,
1.5.
1.5.
Wow.
Sorry.
I wasn't going to do that. I did it mentally. No.
After making your award-winning documentary, why did you feel After was the right movie to make your directorial debut for a feature film?
Well, as a filmmaker, I'm really interested in authentic voices, authentic stories. That's what compelled me to make All This Panic, and that's what drew me to After. There's not many stories that really dive headfirst into female desire, and After does, and I love that about it.
How important was it to have Anna on set?
It was great having Anna on set. I mean, she is the mother of After, and I was very lucky to have her, blessing in turning it into a movie. It was great. I mean, nobody knows the characters better than her, and so there were changes that we made that I always wanted to get her approval on, and we would talk through them, and it was great.
The characters usually in romance novels, sometimes they're a bit stereotypical, and you have the good girl and the bad guy. But I found these characters a little bit more complex.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I really enjoyed that. In what ways are they more complex?
Well, what does it mean to be a good girl? Are you a good girl if you wear conservative clothing and you have good grades? She's not faithful to her boyfriend. That's not good. I mean, yeah, they're flawed and
yeah,
you take
no,
it now.
I think they're just realistic characters, and I feel like the fact that in the books clearly and also in the film there's an effort to show those flaws and just every aspect of, or as many aspects of their personality as you can show in an hour and a half. But yeah, I think that it just all stems from well-rounded characters that Anna created.
It's real life.
Thank you.
Yeah, nothing's black and white. There's a bit of grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And all the supporting characters, along with Hardin and Tessa, they have layers, and that's how people are, and especially young people. I mean, Josephine and Hero and I talked a lot about that love can be very messy, and it's not always easy, but that's part of young love.
It's shown through Tessa's eyes, and it's not just a movie about love, but it's also a movie about a young girl's awakening and female empowerment. How important was that for you?
Female empowerment was extremely important to me in this movie with all the characters. And yes, absolutely, Tessa is our North Star in terms of that story. I loved being able to show sexual awakening, coming of age, love story, how beautiful and messy it can be all through Tessa's eyes. And Josephine Langford did an incredible job.
There's parts of the movie where I felt, and I want to know if you guys felt as well, was it important to show sexual consent and also safe sex practices?
Yes. Oh, I love your questions. Sorry. Yeah, we had a wonderful director, Jenny Gage, and she would make all these little revisions to the script. Just things like when there's a book and it goes up her leg, she would want to make sure that both of their hands was on the book to show that, she wasn't being forced, and she added a condom into the sex scene, which is so important.
Yeah, it wasn't there initially. There's a lot of even from the start with the book. I'm sorry, I should let you take over, but consent and that kind of all of those things were always involved.
And even in the book, there's never a sex scene that doesn't have protection. So I'm glad that made it to the screen, because there's always protection, and when the one time that there's not, it's like a huge deal. So I'm really glad that made it.
And even I just remember, even in the book, there'd be things like where even if she didn't, he would, when it was from Han's point of view, he would always be like, she did this to let me know that this was okay.
Yeah.
It was always such an important thing in the books.
I think, it's obviously embedded throughout in the books, and Jenny really, highlighted that and was extra conscious of it throughout the whole course of filming. So.
Yeah, because I didn't realize until when we were filming ours that I don't think I've ever seen a condom in a
It doesn't
sex
happen
scene
because
in that
it's
way, unless
considered
it's
to
like
be
a comedy.
unsexy.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because of that perception, that translates into real life, and people think, oh, it's unsexy,
Which is
which is silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing a condom in a movie. that I've
Yeah,
watched.
and I figured they just were because I'm like, why would people not have
Knocked Up with
condoms?
Seth
But
Rogen and
unless it's like a comedy, you never see an
Yeah.
actual condom, and then if it is, it's just made into kind of like a joke.
It was important, I felt, in the movie to show consent. And you
Yes.
also showed a scene where, you know, you actually see a condom.
Right.
Which is unusual to see in a feature film these days.
Is that true?
I feel like it is.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. It was incredibly important to me that you saw consent in the movie. I mean, that in this, absolutely, and that there was protection being used, and that because this is a story of a young woman's sexual awakening, and it's also it's romantic to be responsible on both sides.
I like that, romantic to be responsible.
Yes.
In the movie, Hardin has a secret place, the lake that he shares with Tessa. What's your secret place?
My bed.
I said my bed in a previous
Yep.
when I was asked that previously.
I have this room in my house that it's not secret, but it's just like my favorite room in my house, and it's just like an office kind of thing. It has books on the wall and like pages of other books on like as wallpaper and couch and fridge, everything.
Oh, wow. Well, thank
My
you.
mind.
Any sandy, warm beach, ocean. You know that I grew up near the ocean, and the ocean has a special place in my heart.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
The lake scene.
Yeah.
I think the performances, the setting, the cinematography, everything that was important to me in making After is all in the lake scene.
That was beautiful. And working with your husband?
Yes,
right?
yes. So he's a cinematographer, and he did an incredible job. And that was something that was really important to me, was the look and feel of the movie and making it feel and elevating the sort of YA film and the way they look.
So finally, I have a question for you. What is love then?
What is love? I mean, I don't know, but in this movie and After, love is learning to trust yourself and to trust the other person. And that doesn't happen easily in After. But I think that that's something that they both learn by the end.
Yeah, it's hard to be vulnerable in love, isn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,